I'm doing is now inevitable. I fucking died. Was I supposed to run?
How did I break down the wall? Did you use a chair?
No, I had to go find this crowbar thing. Damn it. I think I died. Oh.
It's like instantly.
Yeah, I think that was that one. Alright, Grace and I are ready.
I'm gonna grab your food.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't suffice. My bad.
You mean we are like Little Caesars and it still ain't enough for you?
Right?
Hell yeah. Also mouth-watering and delicious.
Pizza.
Oh my god.
Buzzy.
I'm done.
That was amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're literally just narrating what we saw in the game itself.
How's it going, everybody? Let me turn the music down really quick. I will have to turn that stuff back up later. Because I wanted to start off by watching another Hogwarts Legacy video with you guys before we get into anything. Hi, Joseph. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk as well. Grace. Hi, Debbie. I know Steph is out today because it is her grandmother's birthday. So fair enough. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I know that I have had a crazy busy weekend personally. But we're here. We're vibing. We're thriving. You know how it goes. Oh, I forgot that I had that open. Haha. Alright, we can close that. Anyway, so like I said, I wanted to start off by watching the video with you because we don't have any like massive news around either Magic Awakened or Legacy. I think the biggest thing is that Magic Awakened, Steph put a trailer in the Discord. Actually, we can watch that together too. They're going to be partnering with Fantastic Beasts. So it would be really nice if, you know, while they are partnering with Fantastic Beasts, if we could, you know, participate in that. So it would be nice if they released the game here in the US. Will they? I don't know, but it would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice? Them partnering with Fantastic Beasts might be something that tells us that they are planning on releasing the game here soon, which would also be really exciting. But who really knows? You're about to leave for hockey practice. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a really... Sorry, my mouse is behaving weird. I hope you have a really good hockey practice. Have a lot of fun. Oh, you're about to leave hockey. I misread that. Okay. Well, please have a very safe drive home, Cindy. Please have a very safe drive home. That is the most important thing. So, all right. So, I think I've got my life semi-situated. Semi being the key word. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, let's watch this together. Let me pause the music and I'll need to turn this up so you guys can hear it okay. And then screens. Yeah. And I will put this in the chat as well as any other videos that we watch before we get into playing some Harry Potter Lego. All right, so this is from the Harry Potter Magic Awakened news. And I didn't hit the like button. We're gonna So you can see this is what the castle looks like in Magic Awakened. And basically This is all in Chinese. But basically, this is saying something about a collaboration between Fantastic Beasts and Magic Awakened, starting April 14th. So that is, around the time that the Fantastic Beasts movie comes out. And it would be nice if we get the game before then so we can participate. That's really all we know. That's all they gave us. It was like short. How long is the video even? 15 second video. That's it. And it seems that like a lot of people in the comments are just getting annoyed by having to wait for so long. So, that's pretty much it. Pretty much the gist. This is the other video that I wanted to watch with you guys, and I'll go ahead and link this one for you as well. I will say that I watched a video today, actually, that was very frustrating to me. And I thought about watching it with you guys, but I was like, no, like, I don't want to, because I just don't want to hear this guy talk about it again. But this guy was talking about how if you play as Ravenclaw for Hogwarts Legacy, in order to get into your dormitory, your common room, etc., you're going to have to use a riddle, which, I mean, is canon to the Hogwarts lore. And that hasn't been confirmed as far as I know, but it would make sense if that was part of the gameplay for that. And he was going into how, like, you're basically setting yourself up for a harder game if you play Ravenclaw, which is an interesting thought, but some of the comments he was making about Ravenclaw people or people who identify as, like, the Ravenclaw house was really, like, annoying to me, because he was basically saying that all Ravenclaws think they have some kind of, like, superior intellect, and that they're gonna be in for a treat if they have to solve these, like, super hard riddles to get into their dormitory. And I'm just like, I have never known a Ravenclaw who thinks that they are in any way intellectually superior to those around them. Now, that's not to say they don't exist, but the Ravenclaws that I know are all very humble people. Yeah, they're all very smart, I think, but they're all very humble people. Like, they would never sit there and try to say that they are in any way intellectually superior to anybody. So it was just it was frustrating for me to hear him say something like that, such like a blanket statement about, like, people in a negative way that I find to be factually incorrect. But it was frustrating. Hey, Touch, how are you doing? So, my Ravenclaw friends and family out there, everybody knows I'm a Slytherclaw, but you guys are amazing. You are not some sort of bigots, and I know that, and I think most people know that. This guy clearly doesn't, but who the hell cares? Tosh, do you have any good bakery items for us today? What'd you have? Anything exciting? So I thought we could watch this one together. I already sent the link. And talk about it. So some of these things I'm pretty sure we probably already talked about. Some of them might be new, but let's see.
You haven't broken down anything from the official gameplay video. You're literally just narrating what we saw in the gameplay itself. Sorry, but no. Okay, fine. Here are 100 missable details in the Hogwarts Legacy state of play. Let's start off with a rapid fire round. And just so you know, these are not all in chronological order. Here to the right of the screen at the end of the shot, you can see what seems to be a Quidditch hoop. Now, if that is what that is, this cutscene is seen from the point of view of someone on a broom on a practice Quidditch pitch talking to someone in a Quidditch uniform. I'll let you figure out what that means. Also note the winged creature in the shot. Here, we're gonna get a glimpse of...
So, when it comes to Quidditch, there was somebody else that I was listening to talk about the game and about how logistically it would be very difficult to include Quidditch in this game, given all of the positions and the idea that you're supposed to be, like, building your own legacy and just what would go into, like, creating that for the game. But, so we know this is a single player game, right? So that sets us up to possibly have an Assassin's Creed moment where they give us DLC multiplayer content. So even if Quidditch is not included as part of the original Hogwarts Legacy gameplay, why couldn't Quidditch be a multiplayer DLC downloadable content thing? Especially given that I know I would like to play Quidditch. I think it would be fun. However, I don't think Brita, for example, would be as interested in doing Quidditch gameplay. And I think that there are plenty of other people who also wouldn't be interested. So having it not be this integral part of the game, but something that could be downloadable multiplayer content later on, I think would make more sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Chocolate muffins, oh my god. And delicious curry for tea. Wait, curry for tea? Curry for tea? That confuses me. Or you mean you had chocolate muffins and curry during like tea time? Or did you have a curry tea that I don't know what that is? Yay! Oh my god, I'm glad you guys are gonna get to meet up in London. Oh, I am so envious. I hope you know. I am just so incredibly envious. I wish I were able to go. I want to go. It's not fair. But I love you guys and I hope you guys have a really wonderful time. Muffins at 11's. Then muffins after curry with coffee. Oh, okay. Following. Got it. You didn't have curry tea. Curry tea even a thing? That'd be interesting. Okay, let's continue.
Great Hall. The House Point hourglasses are still absent just as they were in the reveal trailer, so we're still not sure if there will be a house point system and if we'll be able to see how many points our house has. Here and in other places you can see multiple students wearing Quidditch robes, further pointing to the fact that Quidditch is probably going to be in the game. In this shot, nearly had this neck.
I disagree. I don't think seeing students in Quidditch robes means that Quidditch is going to be an integral part of playing the game. It just means that if you're at Hogwarts, there's probably going to be Quidditch players, meaning you'd probably see people in Quidditch robes. Also, like, we don't know as, like, the character we're playing, if we even know what Quidditch is, or, like, if we grew up in a wizarding family, if we're in some kind of foster care, if we came from a muggle-born family, like, we don't know our situation. So coming in as a 5th year, do we know what Quidditch is? How would we end up on the Quidditch team as a 5th? I don't know. It's just, Curry with muffins would also be weird. That would also be weird. Yes.
Is talking to us about joining the Headless Hunt, and he says that this offering, and points to what we are carrying, will win them over, meaning that we are probably helping him join the Headless Hunt in this quest. Apparently, though, that did not work out. Here we see the word
As
Merlin written on a window while Professor Binns bores his students. Here we see what appears to be a bunch of foopers, some devil's snare.
What do you think
Here
of the Merlin theory? Can you tell me what you mean by the Merlin theory?
Sense. It's a feature that is used in a lot of video games, and the Revelio charm is a great way to bring it into the wizarding world. Here we see a giant suit
Oh
of armor
my
that may be
goodness, Black
intended
Widow,
for
you
a
just scared the
troll.
shit out of
Here,
me. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. I just wanted to pop in real quick to see what's up.
Well, we are on YouTube right now talking about Hogwarts Legacy and Magic Awakened. We're watching a 100 missable details video, and then I'm gonna play some Harry Potter Legos.
Ooh, sounds
Yeah.
fun.
It is fun. It is fun. You did just scare
Okay,
the
so
crap
tell me
out of
about
me,
Don't
though.
Starve. Tell me about Don't Starve. Is it on Steam or?
I'll have to tell you about it later because this live stream is 100% Harry Potter focused. It is on Steam though.
Yeah, okay, you're actually on a.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were on a live stream. My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It is on Steam though, and if you can catch it on sale, it's pretty cheap.
Alright.
But I don't know if it's on sale right now though. You'll just have to look. But it is on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for interrupting your life. I didn't
No,
know.
you're good. You're good. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. No big deal.
Is your YouTube the same? I might come check it out while I'm playing some Fortnite.
Yeah, it is. Shanna Lee.
Awesome. All right. See ya.
Yep. Bye. Ooh, Touch, what is this? Oh, is that a fire? Cozy. There's some flu powder in it. James and Lynette think Merlin will be part of the backstory, ancient magic, and we're some kind of relative. That definitely makes sense. It would be interesting if they took the route of Merlin being some kind of relative, but I don't really know, like, I don't know what the logistics of that would be. I'd have to look at some more in-depth history of that as well as timeline stuff. That's going to be something I need to put some research time into. But it would definitely be very interesting. But being part of the backstory in general, especially when it comes to ancient magic, definitely makes a lot of sense. If you've ever read the James Potter series, they have Merlin in it. Great read. I haven't read it. I need to check that out. Chilly here, lit a fire. Oh, nice. It looks cozy. You need a little flu powder in there, though, so you can do some travel.
Here we see a centaur on the grounds of Hogwarts, so either he's the groundskeeper or he's a teacher. Some instruments that play themselves, as well as a painting of a witch burning. Definitely an interesting portrait. Okay, so for a second I want to slow down and get a little bit more in depth with some of these. Here we see a painting of what appears to be Phineas Black. Could this man right here possibly be Phineas? The timeline for that would actually work. The portrait seems to be of an older Phineas, so maybe it's just an Easter egg, maybe it just looks like him, maybe Phineas was the headmaster before whoever this current headmaster is. In various shots, we see a currency known as Moonstone being used to upgrade the Room of Requirement. Now, Chandler Wood, the community manager for Hogwarts Legacy, has said that we will not see microtransactions in Hogwarts Legacy. I'm still not sure I'm a super big fan of currency.
Goodness. Thank freaking goodness. I'm so glad that there's not going to be microtransactions in this game. And from my understanding, microtransactions are different from like DLC content. Microtransactions are things like within the game that you would do to like further your progress within the game. But like DLC content would be something extra that you buy like as an addition to the game. For example, and like Dead by Daylight, you have DLC content where you get to buy different characters for the game. Or getting that multiplayer aspect as a DLC content where you can buy the DLC and then maybe play Quidditch with your friends. So if I'm wrong, please correct me, but that's my understanding.
Currencies being used like this, it feels too tycoony. Okay, if we're gonna get through all 100 of these, we gotta keep moving. Here, when you see Hogsmeade Station, at the very beginning of the shot, you can barely, if you strain ears, hear the sound of a train whistle. Take a listen.
Not everything you need on your journey is not everything you need on your.
You hear it, you might have to wear headphones if you can't, but either way, it is there, and it almost 100% confirms that the Hogwarts Express will be in the game in some form. We also see.
Also, we talked about this a few weeks ago during the State of Play. When I looked up when trains were invented and we got into all of that, it would make sense that the Hogwarts Express would be somehow a part of the game. Whether we actually get to ride it or not, who knows? But it's definitely around during this time. So, yeah.
The 3 Wizarding World currencies being used, including bronze knutes, silver sickles, and golden galleons. Also, in this UI, there is seemingly a menu for this
said
inventory
canoes.
as well as the shop, meaning that you can buy and sell items at least this vendor. Here, we get our first look at Butterbeer inside the hogshead. I've said this
Butterbeer
before
looks
in
so
past
tasty.
videos, but for those of you who have not seen those videos, this item right here is seen in this shot, as well as the logo of the game, meaning it's very important. My guess is that it's somehow linked to this ancient power that you possess. We also see a total
Makes
of
sense.
5 of these little statue things with green flames on them. 4 of
talked
these
about
are
this
lit
last
with
week.
the green flames,
Fast
and one of them is
travel!
actually not lit. On each of these statues, we see the word Wildsmith, and Wildsmith was the creator of the
sneeze.
Flu Network, which I think definitely proves that these are some sort of fast travel points. Also, the fact that these are in key locations could also point to these being fast travel points. This one right here, for example, is in a gate that leads out of Hogwarts. Perhaps the fact that this one is not lit proves that we have to discover these one by one in order to use them. That would definitely force us to explore Hogwarts before we just went fast traveling around, which makes sense. Shout out to Retroactive for finding this one. On this table in the room of requirement, you can see a
Chuckle
chocolate frog
frog.
package, which looks very similar to the ones in the movies. Here we see Thestrals, proving that our character has seen death at some point in their life. Now I'm personally
about
wondering
that.
if this death that we either see or cause happens before the game or after the game starts.
That's an interesting thought that I don't think I've discussed or thought about really. So we talked about how we can see the Thestrals, which means thank you, Syrups. We've obviously seen death. What if like us seeing the Thestrals is part of the gameplay? Like we have to kill somebody, or somebody gets killed in front of us during the game, and that's why suddenly we can see the Thestrals. Interesting. I hadn't considered that. I just assumed that it was something that happened in our past. I don't know.
If it happens after the game starts, maybe at some point we don't see the Thestrals, and then later on we can see them after we see or cause this death. That'd definitely be an interesting mechanic. Here we see a really cool looking cart ride in Gringotts.
Hey, Black
Now the first time I saw
Widow.
this clip, I
Welcome
did
back.
not actually understand its importance, but now that I've had time to think about it, I realized that this basically confirms Diagon Alley. It really wouldn't make sense for us to go into Gringotts without first going through Diagon Alley. Also in this shot we see Gringotts through this wall. This is most likely our flight teacher, as we also see her at the professor's table in the Great Hall. The words on the window in the Great Hall
That makes sense. When I saw that before, I thought she was a student because she looks really young there.
our
Doesn't she? She looks like she could be a student. But I guess it would make sense if they're the flight teacher, huh? That makes
flight
sense.
teacher, as we also see her at the professor's table in the Great Hall. The words on the window in the Great Hall roughly translate to learning truthful
We already
magic.
talked
In this
about
shot
this
right here, we get a
one.
look at how the door mechanics might work. In this shot, we see a skeleton of what appears to be a real-life rhinoceros. Here, we see the fat lady, which is
I don't think... Wait.
door mechanics might
What's
work.
the...
In this shot,
What's the creature... What's the creature that kind of looks like a rhinoceros? Brain. Oh my god, this is gonna bug me. I can see the creature in my head. Is it a grip horn? Is that the right one? Hold on. Is that the right one? A rumpet? Grap horn. No, it's not the grap horn. That's the grap horn. Maybe. Hold on. There's a creature that for sure looks like a rhinoceros. Yes, it's the rumpet. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. It was the rumpet. You were right. Because that could be the rumpet, right? Like, can you guys see that? Hold on. I don't know. I can't see my screen, so that could be the rumpet. I think. Kind of looks the same. I can see it. I bet that's what that is. I don't think it's a rhinoceros. That'd be strange if they had a rhinoceros at Hogwarts. I don't know.
We see a skeleton of what appears to be a real-life rhinoceros. Here we see the fat lady, which is obviously the entrance to the Gryffindor Tower. In this shot, we see the player retrieving a flying book using Accio, and throughout the gameplay reveal, we see similar books flying through the air. Maybe this is a way to get talent points, maybe it's a way to unlock spells, or maybe we're retrieving something for someone.
Okay.
Either way though, it's just something I noticed. Written on the walls of the Charms classroom are tons of spells. Keep in mind that just because these spells are on the wall here does not necessarily mean they'll be usable in game. The Charms professor here has 2 snake pins on his cloak, possibly symbolizing that it is the head of Slytherin
I think
House.
that he
in the
likely
books and
is
movies,
our
McGonagall was the
Slytherin
one to put the sorting hat on new
House
students,
leader.
and she was the deputy headmistress. So perhaps this lady right here, seen putting the sorting hat on us, has the same job. In case you missed it, in the background of this shot, we can see the groundkeeper's hut. And then, of course, there is the most famous missable detail, and that is the date that was on the newspaper in this shot, telling us that the date that the game takes place is most likely 1890. In this shot right
Taylor?
here,
How
in
you
these windows, portals,
doing?
whatever they are, we see turrets that look very much like the ones from Hogwarts, so this is probably looking out onto the Hogwarts grounds. In this shot right here, we see a goblin in uniform, so perhaps this is some sort of
Those
like goblin
eyebrows,
green
though,
dot
man.
security guard. The 6 confirmed classes that we see in this reveal are Herbology, Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, History of Magic, Transfiguration, and Potions. At this part of the reveal, the narrator
I'm
says
wondering
that
if
throughout the
the
year...
classes are going to be kind of limited to those main ones, or if it's you know, we're building our legacy, if we're going to have an option to get involved in other classes. I don't know.
The seasons and weather will change, meaning there is probably only...
So I was making Harry Potter Wizards Unite content before the game dropped years ago, and I switched to doing live streams during 2020 during the pandemic as a way to like play with people. So it originally started like it was just kind of like exclusively Harry Potter Wizards Unite. But then we got news that, you know, we have Hogwarts Legacy coming, and then we also have Magic Awakened coming. And then obviously, like, I just love Harry Potter in general. So I started including some of that, and then, you know, whenever Wizards Unite ended, it's kind of exclusively been just like Harry Potter in general content. And I don't know when I started doing it like exclusively like Sundays at 3:30. That's what we're doing. But I've been doing Sundays at 3:30, doing this for a while, so it's been a bit. Usually I like come here at 3:30 on Sundays. We hang out and play for 2 hours, and then after that I grab dinner and do whatever I need to do before I play in the evening on Sundays. Which, Taylor, I don't know what your plans are this evening, but if you want to play something, I'm down. We're talking about maybe doing some Faz, some Don't Starve, something fun, so. Oh my god, you've got me on the TV. Well, thank you. I'm glad it looks good. Thank you. Oh goodness. That's funny. That's funny.
1 year included in this game. I've said this before in past videos, but in case you haven't seen those, in this menu right here, we can see Room of Requirement upgrades, core upgrades, as well as stealth upgrades.
I know your sister's excited about this game, Taylor, but are you going to play too?
Owl Post. Now for a second, I'm going to take a break and go to the PlayStation blog post that was posted after the event and point out some details from there. Now one thing that I did not notice the first time I scrolled through this article is that there are 2 clips that were actually not in the initial gameplay reveal. The first shot was this one right here, a student flying on a broom through the Forbidden Forest. And the second was another look at combat. And then a lot of people noticed this one, but just in case you didn't, here's another look at the possibilities of character
I can't wait to
customization.
customize
Also,
my
I think
character.
this
There's going to
line
be
right
so
here
many
is
options.
very important. However, there is one more thing I wanted to make sure we address
Okay,
plainly.
no worries.
Hogwarts Legacy
No
is
worries,
a single-player
Taylor.
open-world action RPG.
That'll be fun.
You
I'll
can have
be there
NPC
supporting.
companions
When are
join
you
on
starting
your
your stream?
adventures. The story is about your own legacy. Now, what I think they're trying to do here is make sure that nobody thinks that multiplayer is going to be in the game. I know there's a lot of people.
We already know
including myself,
multiplayer's
that
not. It's
want
going to be
multiplayer
single
in this
player.
game, but I also understand that it's a lot to add on
No worries,
on top
Taylor.
of already making a complex single-player game. So I'm not really expecting it. I'm not wanting it that much. But probably one of my favorite lines.
I'm
in the blog
definitely
post is
wanting
where
it
they
that
said that
much.
you might come across a Weasley or 2. This might just be a figure of speech. You might
Now
only
we
come across
know
one, or
that
it could literally
Steph
mean you
has
might
the
come
theory that
across
we're actually
two
going to come
Weasleys.
across Weasley
People
twins,
have also pointed out that this guy
which I
right
think
here,
would
seen
be
in this
really
shot, as
cool.
well as a screenshot on the Hogwarts Legacy website, might be the Weasley that they are mentioning. I've also noticed that our robes have golden lining, which none of the other students seem to have. Maybe it's just a feature by the game developers to help us stand out, or maybe we come from some sort of wealthy family. On this circus tent thing right here on the far left, we see the angry potato from the lead concept art.
That's an interesting theory, that we might come from a wealthy family because of the gold lining. Only because I have a hard time imagining that we come from a wealthy family if we're going into Hogwarts during our 5th year. Like, I'm still on board with either the came Muggleborn, which we wouldn't have a lot of wizard money in that case, or we're some kind of orphan from foster care, ending up in Hogwarts somehow. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have a hard time thinking that we came from money, though. Unless we're Muggle-born, but somewhere within our ancestral history, we have money. So then when we get brought into the wizarding world, and we're brought to the vault, we realize we have a ton of money because we're related to Merlin, cycling back to earlier. Ooh, that could be interesting. Okay. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, do your laundry. Do your laundry. Is this going to be an MMO? It is not going to be an MMO. It's going to be single player RPG. But we are all, fingers crossed, hoping that they pull an Assassin's Creed on us and give us some downloadable multiplayer content. So, because if they don't, it's a massive missed opportunity, as I've said a million times. But, you know, we're hoping. No, friends, I know.
And then on the right, we can see 3 hoops and what seems to be a quaffle flying through them. Another hint to Quidditch. Moving on, I want to point out some details that I noticed in the concept art that was seen
Hey, Timothy,
in the
how you
scenes
doing?
for the game. Now, obviously, take all of this with a grain of salt because it is concept art, but I still think there's some interesting details to point out. In this shot right here,
You
we can
should
see
totally
on
get
the
it.
right,
Even if
Zelda's
we
joke
can't
shot,
play with
which
each
I really
other,
hope is in
we can
the
all
game. I
play
think there'd be
together
a lot of
at the same
mechanics
time,
connected
which would
to
be a lot
various
of
pranks that we
fun.
can play on other students. It should also be noted that on the left there is a Christmas tree, so perhaps decorations will pop up throughout the year, which would be really cool. And oh, little detail I just noticed, there is a sporting shop, which means
it will be out on Xbox, so you can actually pre-order for your system from Best Buy right now, and you get $10 back. They also have a special thing where you get like a wand pin if you wanted to do that. I'm waiting to see if anybody else releases some kind of like special box set, you know, with any kind of like figurines or something special for the game, because I would totally splurge on that. It's also coming out on Switch, so it's going to be PS5, PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC. So Switch was the big like announcement that we didn't know it was going to be coming out on, so that was really exciting to hear. I'm going to have to buy the game twice. I'm going to need it for Switch and for PC, so we're going to be shelling out some money.
means at some point in the development phase, they're planning on adding Quidditch. Guys, I really think Quidditch is going to be in this game. In this shot right here, we see something called a Tundra Gate, which is very clearly some sort of puzzle. Here, we see Hogwarts carriages being pulled by Thestrals. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that maybe you can't see Thestrals at the beginning of the game, but then later on you can once you've seen Death. Maybe this points to that, maybe it doesn't. Like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. This is just concept art. This also somewhat proves that the Hogwarts Express was planned to be in the game at some point during development, as in the books and movies, these carriages are bringing students from Hogsmeade Station to the castle. We also get a closer look at the owlery. We also get a quick look at the map. Now obviously Hogwarts is not on this, so this is not the entire game map. Here on the right we can see Honeydukes. This one right here seems to be from later in development, as these do look like 3D models, and to the right we can see Professor Fig. Here we see a door with a bunch of magical creatures along the edges, and then to the right we can see a demiguise. We also get our first look at the Deviation Classroom. Now because of the level of detail and just the way the window looks, I'm going to guess this is not the final model, but because it did get to the 3D model phase, I'm going to guess this is very similar to the final that we might get. Okay, back to the gameplay reveal. Here we see the player use Incendio to ward off a bunch of Inferi. This is a nod to the movies where Dumbledore also used a fire spell to ward them off. Here we see a bunch of dark wizards operating in the same way that the Death Eaters did, using this black smoke. This one is actually really interesting. Here we see our character performing the Avocadabra curse, and if you slow it down, he's actually using the spell on a goblin. Wizarding law actually says that these unforgivable curses are only unforgivable if they're used on a human. So, technically, according to Wizarding law,
I hadn't thought about
is being broken by using the Avocadabra curse on a goblin. Throughout the gameplay reveal, we can see a multitude
But if we're using it in general, though, like, would that still, in theory, lead us down a dark path? Because we've talked about how, like, in this game, you are developing who you are, which means that you can either go down a dark path or not. And are we going to make that choice, or is it going to be something that slowly develops and we don't realize it? In which case, I feel like using the killing curse would be something that inherently is dark regardless of what you are using it on, right? Does that make sense?
I don't know. And honestly, I give them a lot of respect for doing this, as they have to 3D model the contents of each portrait, and then also give it an animation that loops in some way, and that is a ton of work. Here we see our character taking care of a cat in the room of requirement, and if it's the room of requirement, which is fully customizable, this is not a randomly spawning cat, so basically this confirms pets. Here we see a giant skeleton, and some people have been saying, oh, maybe it's a dragon, but personally, I think this is far too big to be a dragon. Fans have far too big to be a dragon, then what is it? As a Hebridean Black. Here we see the Hogsmeade Ollivanders behind our player, which might be the location that we get our wand if we don't go to the Diagon Alley Ollivanders. Earlier in the video, we saw a prototype for the Deviation Classroom. In this shot right here, we see a professor who I'd guess is probably the Deviation teacher. Okay, so now I want to point out some glitches that I noticed. Now, some of them are really bad and super obvious. I'm not sure how they got into an official gameplay reveal. So they definitely have a lot of cleaning up to do on this game before release. In this shot right here, the two buildings on the left just don't have walls. This is a really bad mistake. I'm not sure how they missed this in a gameplay reveal that they've been building up to for this long.
That's a mistake,
I just hope that they put more attention to detail into making sure these bugs don't happen in the final game. Also, in this shot...
I think the thing to understand about any new game that comes out is we're gonna have bugs. Like, I don't think we can expect this game to drop and us not to have some kind of bugs while we're playing, but that's what updates are for. And hopefully, we don't have anything that makes the game not playable or ruins the game in any way. But there's bugs. It happens.
Troll breaks out of the building. The door and windows are still intact, meaning he just walked right through them. Also, throughout the entire gameplay reveal, his cloak never really seems to sit just right. It's always moving. It's always like forming a lump right there. I mean, they've made this entire game almost, and they can't get the robes to work. These little visual bugs like this are things that you really have to fix because they can break immersion. In this shot right here, you can see our characters hand clipping through their robe. And this clip right here, out of all the other clips that you could have chosen, was the one that they chose to post on Twitter to stir up hype for this event. It's almost a blindness to see these little visual bugs. It's worrying to me. You guys really gotta pay attention to this stuff and make sure it's fixed. In this shot, we can see students randomly appearing out of nowhere. And in this shot, you can see some pretty janky reflections. Okay, so back to the details. Apparently, this prefect's bathroom perfectly matches the description of it given in the books. And for the 100th missable detail, J.K. Rowling has no involvement in this game, and boycotting it because you disagree with her is not doing anything.
Yes.
All you're doing is punishing people who put their hard work into making this game. But with that said, that is 100 missable details from the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. This video was super hard to make. I think it was like 4 days of recording, and these past days I had a cold, which is a real pain.
I saw something the other day about, like, they were saying how if you support the game, then you're supporting a bigot and blah, 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 and it makes you a bigot. And I'm like, or you can just shove it because it makes me somebody who just loves Harry Potter because it was an integral part of my childhood and my life. And that's not going to change. And also, like, she has nothing to do with the game. So you can suck it. Oh, sorry. Hey Josh, how are you doing? How's it going? All right, we're gonna fire up the game now. I'm okay. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm okay. You know, life is just challenging sometimes. What am I looking for? There it is. There it is. All right, I need to make sure I can see chat over here. Is, the volume okay? Do I need to adjust the volume of the music? You're struggling to grasp how to be a squirrel breeder. Josh, if you decide to be a squirrel breeder, I would like a squirrel pet, so send one my way, please. Oh, please, I'm gonna I'll take one. And you are obviously more than welcome to pop in oh my god, the voice chat later, but no worries. Yes, the squirrel whisperer. Do you still hear the little pitter-patters of the squirrel up there? Alright. If I need to adjust the volume of anything, let me know. Hold on, I need to mute the game volume. Otherwise, I'm gonna get copyright claimed. Alright, until we get into the game, I gotta mute the game volume. My mouse is not working properly. It's like moving weird all over my desk. I need to buy a better mouse, but gonna have to wait because first I have to spend like $900 on my van, so. Mary the Penn State Squirrel Whisperer. Like, is she legit a squirrel whisperer? That's fucking cool. Alright. Oh. Okay, I think it's gonna load in and not have music, so we should be good. We should be good from here. In theory. I'm tired of having my videos get claimed, so it'd be nice if they didn't for once. Womp womp. She's on the spectrum and totally— what? That is so cool. Turn it up a little more. That is so cool. Okay. Let's go. Yes, please do. Please do. I want to check her out. I've always wanted a pet squirrel. Like, I think it would be so cool to have a pet squirrel. You know how people, like, rescue a baby squirrel and then it just never goes away and they're like, oh, now I have a pet squirrel? Like, I want to be that person. I want to be that person so bad. Hey, Josh! Alright, we're loading up. I should share to Discord, too.
Clearly, fame isn't everything.
Okay. Beautiful. Alright, Nick, where are we going? Following you, buddy. Have you played any of the other HP games for PC or just Lego? I played the really old, Harry Potter games. Like the Sorcerer's Stone and whatnot back in the day, but it was a long time ago. So I would not even be able to tell you what I did in them, but I did play them a long time ago. Your favorite was The Prisoner of Azkaban? Dude, Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite of the books and the movies for sure. Are you gonna play Legacy when it comes out? Oh, Fluffy. Alright, I will definitely check her out, Cindy. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Josh, what up?
I think it'd be better to talk on voice chat than talk in the actual chat room.
Oh, yeah, you are always more than welcome to come chat on voice chat with me.
I just got back from a camping weekend, so I'm just recovering.
How was it?
I'm sad it's over.
Aww.
Just like all vacations or trips that you go on.
Right.
It was like my second legit camping experience, and I bought a bunch of stuff like tents, a tent, lanterns, silverware, you name it. So hope I'm thawed out.
That's awesome. I haven't been camping in forever, so I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. What's going on with your squirrel in the attic? Any updates?
Well, we caught the squirrel Friday.
Okay.
So what the company did is, what they usually do is they release the squirrel like 10 miles away, so that it won't be able to find its way back.
Yeah.
I don't know how smart squirrels are, but
I don't know either.
but so that's done. So once we get no activity for like 2-3 days, and then we'll patch that baby up so that nothing can get in anymore.
Okay.
And then we'll finally end that saga for that's been going on for 3 months with mice and now the squirrels.
So you're not actually gonna be breeding squirrels then? The disappointment is real.
This is all code language for, Josh is secretly trying to be a squirrel breeder.
Okay, cool. I'm on board.
Just so you know.
I am
Make sure
on
you're on the same page.
Board.
Wink.
I am on board. Yes, Fluffy is definitely cute in every game. I completely agree. Why is it not casting the spell? There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Oh my goodness. I am just not good at video games, you guys. I don't know why anybody hangs out while I play video games. You should all know better.
Okay, I suck at Mario Kart, and I played with Lee and Mario and the crew, I think last week. I was terrible, but it was so much fun. So. Hey,
if you're having fun, that's the most important part when you're playing.
I used to be when I played games, I think especially during college, I would throw controllers.
Oh, you were that person.
I was like those kind of people. And now I'm like, I'm just having fun.
You know, I have a hard time picturing you being an angry gamer, because you're so chill.
I was an angry gamer, and I was an angry sports fan.
Oh, really? Oh, so don't go with you to a football game.
Well, I'm not that person now, thankfully.
Okay.
I've changed.
Are you when it comes to sports? What sports do you usually watch? What's your thing?
I usually just watch college football and hockey, ice hockey.
Okay.
Because Cindy and I went to Penn State, so I'm a big Penn State football fan, and then I'm a hockey fan, so we support the team in DC. So
yeah.
So those are my two. Oh,
nice.
We got someone else in voice chat.
Welcome back, Black Widow. So when it comes to Hogwarts Legacy then? Or is it gonna break the game for you if we don't have Quidditch in it? Are you gonna be disappointed?
What are you talking about? Quidditch is real.
Oh, I'm not saying Quidditch isn't real, but I mean, are you gonna
Oh.
be disappointed if we don't have Quidditch in the game?
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misheard you.
It's okay.
I'll be disappointed for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
Just a
we,
little.
we yeah, just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Agree.
Because one of my favorite PC games, other than Prisoner of Azkaban, was the Quidditch World Cup game.
Yeah,
And
fair.
I love playing that. And I wish they would add it in, but if they don't, it's not gonna be like a game breaker, like throw your controller and never play this again. Like, but it would definitely be a disappointment if they don't add it in somehow.
Bonk Shanna for negative self-talk. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Cindy, don't reveal that I was born in 1925.
Uh-oh.
I'm in your comment.
Josh is actually
And,
an old man. I don't know what spell you use to stay so young, but can you share with the group, please?
I can neither confirm nor deny anything knowledge that I currently have or may not have.
Oh, okay.
It's like the very like dodgist language, but
Uh-huh.
wait,
that
if I was
great.
born in 1925, that
How
means I
old would
would
you
know
be
like
then?
numbers is hard.
Yeah. You're the one who brought it up. You're the one who's got a math.
I'll be like 97. Holy crap! Wow.
Dang.
I'm 97, but I look 25.
Hey. I need
Who's your favorite
those
Harry
beauty
Potter
secrets.
character?
Mine?
Mm-hmm. Or both of yours, since we're all in here talking about it.
If I had to choose just one, I really love Luna. Luna's probably my favorite. I love Luna, and I love Hagrid,
Hey, I have
and
to
I love
ask what house you're
Sirius.
in now.
Oh, you don't know what house I'm in. Oh, she don't know. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Guess.
No,
What,
y'all probably don't know. Y'all probably don't know what house I'm in either.
No, but you
'Cause I
have to
don't
guess
normally
now.
Say it out loud. I have to guess what house you're in. Okay.
Yeah.
They're Hufflepuff Claw.
Yes,
I want
all
to
of them.
say, I want to say Hufflepuff, but I would probably be wrong.
You would be
So-
wrong. You would be wrong. I'm not a Hufflepuff.
Is it Slytherin?
It is Slytherin, yeah. Yeah, I'm a Slytherclaw, so I'm like half Slytherin, half Ravenclaw.
Okay, since we're guessing now, what do you think mine is?
I'm gonna put you in Slytherin. Are you a Slytherin?
Nope.
No? Are you a Gryffindor?
No.
No? Are you a Hufflepuff?
Definitely not.
Okay, so you're Ravenclaw.
I eat like one though.
You eat like a Hufflepuff.
I eat like a Hufflepuff. Look, there's an ongoing joke in my house, okay? Me and my husband has put an ongoing joke. Since Hufflepuff lives right next to the kitchen, they're the stoners.
I mean, it makes sense.
And I eat like a Hufflepuff. Like I eat like I'm have the munchies all the time. Which is crazy considering like I'm not a big person, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very skinny compared to how much I eat.
I inhale food. I eat food like Kirby inhales stuff in the game.
Exactly.
Oh,
except
goodness.
the disadvantage is I don't gain whatever I inhale. I just gain mass.
Like I'm currently like right now I'm currently munching on a bag of Albanese gummy bears.
Hi, Cooper. What's an Albanese gummy bear? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I'll send a they are like the best gummy. They are better than Haribo.
Okay.
Like they
It's
are
just
really,
it's just a
really, really
brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like a lot more flavors than Haribo too. I think there's like a total of. Yes, I'm actually counting how many flavors is on this bag. 12 different flavors.
So you're saying Hufflepuff is good at growing plants and eating food, and maybe smoking those plants? I think so, Cindy. And it makes sense if we're being honest.
When I first took the, of course I didn't take the Pottermore quiz until I was like a senior in high school, but when I first like took a Harry Potter quiz that wasn't the official Pottermore one, it put me in Hufflepuff. I was like,
really?
I don't even act, yeah. I'm like, I don't even act like a Hufflepuff. Really? Like, that don't make no sense. And I was talking to my dad about it, and he's like, yeah, you're not a Hufflepuff. That quiz was like,
you are, and
crazy.
you just don't realize it. Have you taken, like, the full one that has all of the questions?
Yeah, I took the Pottermore one, like, when I was a senior in high school, and it put me in Ravenclaw.
I mean, like, there's one, it's like, so you take the Pottermore one, but then you only get, like, a certain percentage of the questions when you do the Pottermore one. So there's a website you can go to where it has, like, all of the possible questions you could get and breaks down, like, your percentages and stuff. I highly recommend doing that quiz if you haven't.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I did
I'll
that.
have to
And
help me find the link because I have not even heard of that till now.
Yeah, if you just Google search, like, full Pottermore quiz, it's one of the first things that come up. What were you gonna say, Josh?
I mean, obviously I'm a Gryffindor. Surprise. But I've consistently had Slytherin place second.
Have you really?
I thought I would be. Yes. When I thought I would be like a more like a Gryffindor than a Grifferin.
Yeah,
Slitherdor.
that's shocking to me because I probably would place you as more of a Hufflepuff than a Slytherin as well, but
I am a Raven. I have to admit though, I am a Ravenpuff if we're gonna like do the combinations, because like I have the personality of a Hufflepuff due to the plain and simple fact I have ADHD and I'm that quirky. But at the same time, I'm very, when it comes to like deep conversations, and if I had to choose between watching a movie or reading a book, I would choose a book. So, I mean, I'm in between.
Oh, no worries, Josh. I just read your comment. You're good. Josh, I really want you to get us some, like, before and after... Oh, my goodness. I was trying to get that coin. Before and after pictures of all the stuff that you've done with your house.
Oh, okay. Did I share how my kitchen looked before and after I got renovated? I can't remember if I did.
If you did, I didn't see it.
I think I shared it in like a couple channels, like Friggin' Nerds and James' server. Maybe I can share it again.
I think I missed it. I want to see.
I'll DM you.
Hawaiian lemon peel gummies. Oh my god, yes they are. They're so good. They're so good.
Never had those before. And I'll instantly kill a bag of gummies.
It's very easy to kill a bag of gummies. I'm quite fond of Rummy Bears myself.
It was like, oh. Sorry, I was thinking of the card game Rummy. My head went that way.
No, it's when you take a bag of gummy bears and soak them in rum. Then you end up with Rummy Bears. Because they like soak. Oh my goodness, I'm struggle busing. They like soak up all the alcohol, and so it's like when you eat them, like taking little shots. How am I supposed to do this? I don't quite understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. Just like
I
dodging.
recommend not. I recommend not
Confringoes.
dying.
You know, that's probably that's probably a good idea. You know. I'm just dodging the Confringos right now. What do I do? Do I hit him? I don't know what I'm doing. Jerry and David hooked me up with those last year. That's awesome. I'm jealous.
I thought you were supposed to like dive and like touch his face so his like head disappears or something like in the movies.
That would be awesome. It looks like he's getting knocked out, but am I supposed to hit him while he's down, or... I don't know. Okay, we'll try it, because the fire seems to go down whenever he goes down, so...
Also, hi Cooper. I didn't say hi earlier. I'm like munching away.
How dare you, Josh? I
know.
am offended for Cooper. Oh, I did. I had to go over and touch his face. Oh, he didn't like that. Hi, Miss Charms. I'll get some good sleep, Debbie. Thank you for coming by and hanging out for a little bit. You know, I always appreciate you being here.
Excuse me, I forgot rule number 1.
You're good. Touch his face! Yeah, Taylor came by to hang out. Cooper, what are you up to tonight, by the way? Would you want to play some games if you're free? If you're not, it's fine. But if you want to play some games, that would be awesome, too.
My cousin doesn't like social distancing. We touch him, he gets weaker. Like introvert's nightmare.
I am down to play some games.
I know you are. I know you are.
I get so lonely when I have no data.
Oh no, I missed the jump! Oh, that was a fail. Don't touch his face. Yeah! Yes, Cooper. Yes, please.
Okay, this was funny.
Look at them cheering in the mirror.
Gosh.
They're laughing at him.
I love how they made it so funny.
That's cute. Have you played through this before?
Asking me? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm also taking that quiz. That's why I've been kind of.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Cindy, what days are you going to that the festival? Is it like a multi-day thing, or is it only one day? Yay! Look at us making progress. I don't know how Incantatum said that he finished each school year in an hour, because I think I've literally done 3 of these streams and they're 2 hours each and I still haven't finished the first school year. Maybe it's because I spend so much time messing around though. Leaving Thursday and returning on Sunday. Okay, so it's gonna be several days. That's so exciting. I hope you have a really good time. Please be safe, of course.
Ravenclaw.
For your top one?
Ravenclaw. 80% Ravenclaw, 74% Slytherin.
Ooh, so Slytherin is actually your second then.
72 Hufflepuff, 16 Gryffindor.
Nice. You
So
should
I'm
be proud of them. You should be proud of them, Cindy. They've worked really hard and you've worked really hard supporting them, so be proud of yourself.
I'm a Raven
too.
I'm a Raven Rin Puff.
Well, it's a Slitherclaw. Slitherclaw is what we call it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I guess because yours would be Raven first, so
Yeah.
Slitherclaw sounds better though.
Yeah.
This is the team's first trip to the national level competition. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. You're gonna take pictures and videos, right? Oh my god, yeah, you should. Definitely get your husband to do it.
Well, when he took the Pottermore quiz, he got sorted into Gryffindor. I'm very curious what his percentages would be.
So we need to start year 2 now, I guess. Whee!
I have to admit, out of all of the Harry Potter games, though, this one's got to be my favorite because it's just so they kind of make some jokes out of it. Yeah, they make some
it's
jokes
been a lot
out
of
it.
fun.
It's just funny.
It's been a lot of fun
playing this. Is this your first time getting to play it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never played it before. I think it's really cute how it like so closely follows the story.
Yeah.
You like don't even actually need dialogue.
I don't know if you have online play with it, but I know if you have another person there with you,
yeah,
you can do like 2-player, and it's really fun with 2 players too.
You can't do it online, which I think is silly if they're gonna give that option to be multiplayer, but because Steph and I were talking about how we wish we could play it together, but she's nowhere near me, sadly. Points to his no one sign. Totally normal to have that in the house. I bet his muggle friends don't ask questions at all when they come over. Oh, look at little Lego Dobby!
Oh. I have to like share you a TikTok where this portrays using Legos did you put the name in the goblet of fire? Like between the book and the movie.
I've seen one of them. Was that the one that I saw?
Is it the one where like Dumbledore like body slams Harry Potter?
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, so funny.
It's hilarious.
That is still funny to me. Like when I first heard that, because I didn't notice it. For whatever reason, I didn't notice it because it had been a while when I watched HP4. When I watched it, I didn't notice that until my dad pointed it out. Because my dad listened to the books like all the time, and he has them on audiobook. Yeah. And he's like, "Hang on, listen to this again." And he played the CD, and I was like, "Oh my lord, why in the world did they do that?" Because it makes no sense.
My only guess is that they wanted to show some extra emotion in the scene on film, but that would be my only guess. There will be over 17,000 athletes with disabilities competing in ice hockey. Wow, that's a lot of people, Cindy. That's a lot of people. That's awesome, though. Hi, Adam! What up? How you doing? Have you had a good weekend? I love how like bright and shiny the car looks in Lego form.
Shiny.
Oh, look at Jenny.
Oh. Thought her. Oh my gosh, I thought her freckles were like a mustache. Oops. Oops.
Not quite.
Oops.
You're like, oh, they really messed up Jenny.
I was like, I was about to like Jenny. send a strongly worded email to the Lego Harry Potter team.
To the Lego team. Why did you do Jenny dirty and give her a mustache? They're like, what are you talking about? We didn't give her a mustache. That would be hilarious.
It did do her dirty in Wizards Unite. She didn't look entirely right, but
you want to know? I feel like, and it's not all the female characters. All these games have a harder time making the female characters look more accurate than they do the male characters. Like in Puzzles and Spells, Hermione looks weird to me. Does she look weird to anybody else? I don't know what it is about Hermione's face in Puzzles and Spells, but I don't like it. She looks weird to me.
I've noticed that in the PC games. They don't look... Of course, the PC games, like, you can... Like, the graphics back, you know, when they made those games were a lot less complex than they are now, but even then, they didn't look very accurate either.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I feel like they do Jimmy dirty in a lot of games anyways. Like,
Yeah, like...
that actor has such a, not a square jaw, but like a more rounded jaw than what they give her in games. They square her jaw out in games, and it's so weird.
Why isn't it doing what it's supposed to do? I did have a good weekend, did some dangerous things. Ooh, you're gonna have to tell me all about it. Let me live through you. Okay, weird. All these gnomes sound like panting dogs. It says I'm supposed to hit A to lift them, and then A again to spin them and throw them. Not working. Work! There, it worked on that one. Oh, wait, he came back. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, he just came out driving a motorcycle. No big deal. Ashley, how are you? This game is so much fun. It is so much fun. Maybe you need to let Ron do it? Maybe. Hold on, let me switch to Ron. Let me see if that helps. No, which button is it to switch? There we go. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry about it. Alright. Did it work that time? No. It said, woo! My goodness. I am struggle busing. What's everybody having for dinner today? I need some ideas. Should I go get dinner? Or should I have kimchi and tofu?
Probably spaghetti.
Ooh. You eat kimchi? Ooh.
Oh,
I eat that like every day.
Josh, I finally found a store-bought kimchi that's actually good. Like, it took me 2 years. It took me 2 years to find one that I actually like that's store-bought here. But I finally found one. I'll have to show you the brand. I get it from Publix, and it's so delicious.
That's great. Especially since kimchi is so labor-intensive to make.
It is,
like,
which is why I don't make it. My brother says that he can make really good kimchi, but he refuses to make it for me, and I think it's because he's worried that he's gonna make it for me and I'm not gonna like it because I'm so picky about it. I think that's the real reason. Pasta with Alfredo sauce and spinach. Ooh, that sounds really good. Yeah, Josh, I love kimchi. I love Asian food in general, so give it to me. I'll take it all.
I'm just having leftover Chipotle.
Find yourself not picky with ADHD. Or are you picky about other things? Because I am very picky about Chinese food and stuff like that, just because the texture of a lot of it.
I think I am picky when it comes to like temperatures and textures. And probably flavors too, to be fair, but especially temperature and textures of things. Like when I'm eating ketchup with like French fries, my ketchup has to be cold. I don't want it if it's not cold.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
I don't know why. But it's
Do you have a ADHD comfort food?
I don't know. I've never really thought about that. I think I just have binge eating, so that's a real issue. That's a separate issue.
Oh no.
That's a separate issue in itself that I've heard can actually be linked to ADHD in general, but...
Yeah, I have that problem sometimes. Every so often I'll go without eating at all, it seems like, except maybe like snacking throughout the day, and then other times I'll get to where I cannot get full and I engorge myself.
Yeah.
And I've been that way since I was a kid, but my ADHD comfort food is like queso and McDonald's nuggets.
Queso is so good.
People think I'm crazy.
Make sure to smell. Aw, Cooper. Thank you. You're so sweet.
You know what I used to do?
What did you used to do?
So I would, like with Tostitos, you have like the crumpled chips at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like,
I love those.
Like cheddar.
I love them. Except when I'm trying to dip something, and then I'm frustrated with them.
Well, sometimes what I would do, I think mostly when I was at college too, I would get a bowl of melted like Velveeta or queso and pour the broken chips on top and eat it like cereal.
Josh, I love you. That is honestly like a good idea though, if you're down to those broken chips and you don't want to be wasteful. Like, I'm
It's
here
like
for it.
It's like comfort eating or breakup eating, however you want to look at it.
God, I went through this phase in college where like I was so broke, and I remember it was when so it was in 2008 when like the market and everything crashed, and like I was working 3 jobs and my family didn't have money to help me, and gas prices were like nearly $4 a gallon, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna survive. And I went through this phase where literally all I did was sit on my floor and eat peanut butter out of a jar and drink orange juice. And that's all I would eat was peanut butter and orange juice.
I still eat peanut butter out of a jar with a spoon. So
Shh, Josh,
no shame.
don't sell me out. Don't sell me out like that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a real adult now. Nudge, nudge.
I'm sorry.
What does this do?
Hey girl, I'll catch you in a bit. A friend of mine is messaging to see if I wanted to play a couple of games with him.
Okay, well have fun.
Nice to meet you, Black Widow.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this car other than run Harry over, apparently. I'm really good at that.
Isn't that supposed to turn into like a carriage like Cinderella? Oh, it's not a pumpkin.
Isn't it? I thought it was a pumpkin. Is it not a pumpkin? It's a pumpkin, right?
Let's say yes. Why not?
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries, Crashly. I'm gonna have to get me some soul juice after stream today. I think I'm gonna take vodka to the park after stream and before my next stream, and probably just get dinner out because I'm lazy. That's the real reason. There we go. Silly little gnome. Sounds awful. I mean, peanut butter and orange juice don't exactly go together, but in my mind, I was like, I'm getting nutrition.
What? It's like didn't you hear? It's the latest TikTok trend. Food trend. Just kidding.
Latest TikTok food trend, peanut butter and orange juice. So now you add that peanut butter to some ramen and enjoy it that way. So I went through until probably like my last year at university, I would like refuse to eat ramen because I didn't like it. And then my last year at university, I found a way to make it to where I liked it. Which was nice because ramen was cheap, so, you know. But now that, like, I've had real ramen as well, I'm like, I can't go back. It's not the same.
Right. I don't eat ramen, like, often, but I usually get, like, some Korean, like, instant ramen, and those are usually next level.
Yeah,
They're so
yeah.
good.
They are. I don't know. I need to find some... I found, there's a company that does, it's like, oh my god, what do they call it? It's a ramen, but it's like supposed to be healthier, and it's actually pretty good. Oh goodness, there's like a special thing that they kind of marketed it with, but I'm dumb and don't remember.
Definitely not MSG, so.
Oh yeah. Definitely not MSG. I wish we had a good, like, ramen place around here. There's, like, a pho place not too far down the street that I really want to try out. It's called Pho 99, which I think is, like, super clever. But I haven't been there yet. Every time I see it, I'm like, I want to go there, and then I forget to go there.
We have a few good ramen places. They're not bad. But I always want to go to, what's that country? Japan. Sorry, Japan.
What's that country?
Ramen. Sorry.
That's all
Oh
good.
gosh, I can't think.
It's all good. Yeah, I heard the place you went to in Philly was really good, Cindy. I heard you guys talking about it quite a bit, actually.
Oh yeah. That was very
Made
good.
me jealous. Made me very jealous. Yeah, there's a place in Chicago that was the first place that I had, like, legit ramen. And I was like, oh, it's not just ramen noodles. Like, that was my first introduction to it. And then I had it in Japan as well, and absolutely freaking fell in love. There was this vegan ramen place that I used to go to.
Ooh.
That they made vegan ramen and gyoza, and it was so good. It was so good. I love gyoza. Gyoza might be one of my favorite foods, but it's such a pain in the ass to make.
Yeah. Yes. That's what are those? Those are, I can't talk today.
Like
Those are dumplings, right?
Dumplings, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Which, like, if you're making it, like, if you're with other people and making it together, like having a gyoza party, it's a lot of fun making it. But, like, sitting by yourself and just folding gyoza for, like, hours is not fulfilling in any way. In any way.
Like that SpongeBob gif where he's, like, sitting by himself in the diner.
Right. Pretty much. Raz may want to play this tonight depending on what we play. Okay, no worries. I know, Adam said he was down for some Faz. I think Black Widow is going to want to play a little bit of Faz, so I'm obviously down to play some Faz. But if we have enough people, I would love to play some Don't Starve. So we should do that. Why is he showing me the yellow... Wait, hold on. He's showing me the yellow picture of Jenny, I guess? So do I need to find Jenny? Is that...
Isn't this the part where, like, Harry says, like, diagonally? And
I'm guessing that's what's gonna come up out of this part. Ah, Harry had to do it. That's why. We found Jenny.
Of course.
We found her.
Of course, Harry's the hero. Harry Potter.
Is she okay? She looks like she's got to go to the bathroom. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're getting ready to do the flue powder. Yep, there it is. There it is.
I can Ellie.
Do you want to say it when Harry goes in? You got this, Josh. Give us the voiceover.
On Ellie Finch. Diagonally. Did he say Diagon Alley?
Oh god.
Yes, insert as sound effects for you.
That was perfect. That was perfect, Josh. 10 out of 10.
Not that.
10 out of 10.
Oh, that's the Hand of Glory.
Mm-hmm. What platform are you gonna be playing Legacy on?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Now since they announced you can play on a Switch, it's got me thinking now. Because it originally was the PC.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I feel
I'm
like
gonna
I think this. Oh, I don't know if I can afford both, but I might do the Switch because it'll allow me to play like on the road and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I might do the Switch. I just don't know. My biggest question is how are the graphics are gonna be like for Switch compared to like the PC?
That's
Like,
a
I'm
really good
curious.
question.
I
That's
feel
a
like
really
the
good
PC
question.
might feel like the PC is gonna be better graphics. Oh, I mean obviously
Oh, for
PS5.
sure.
Probably for sure PS5 is gonna be the best, but I don't have $80 million to pay for one.
Yeah,
so
you and I both.
yeah.
I can't afford a PS5, so.
No problem, Cindy.
Have a good afternoon, evening. I was like, what time is it? Cindy, thank you for coming and hanging out for a little bit.
Say 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock somewhere in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna splurge and get both because I really would prefer, I think, regularly to play it on PC, but I want to be able to take the game with me, so I think I'm gonna also get it on Switch. You know, maybe do a different house on each of them. Yeah.
That's a good idea, maybe. It is also on Steam too. I also realized.
Yeah,
You can get
yeah.
it on Steam. So I might just do on Steam, and then maybe do one on the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't figured it out.
That was my plan. That was my plan. Can't get over to that coin over there. Ooh. Can I help the wizard with the dragon? I don't think I can. Alrighty then. I'm hoping we get a Magic Awakened here soon too.
Oh, seriously?
Especially with them partnering with Fantastic Beasts, like I don't know. We need to have access to it too.
Especially to us iOS users who were not able to play on the open
The beta, right?
and live vicariously through the YouTubers.
Totally unfair. I wanted to play so badly.
Maybe regret getting an iPhone, but
Yeah, but my entire life is on iOS, so
No,
and in
same.
the cloud.
same.
They've got me roped in for life unless they make it easy to transition. And I had Androids before I had
too.
iPhone, and I always had problems with my Androids. There was always some kind of issue. So
For me, it was just performance.
Yeah.
For a strange reason, like they would start crapping out after a year and a half.
yeah, that
and
was
I
an
have my-
issue too.
And I got my iPhone 10R, which I still have. It's been going strong for 34 years now. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the iPhones have lasted longer for me. I've only, like, upgraded because I wanted to upgrade, not because I needed to upgrade.
Yeah. And it makes sense since phones are like $8 gazillion dollars, so they're not cheap. So rather you hold on to mine as long as I can.
Yeah. I when I've made upgrades, it's been because I've wanted the better camera, and I record all of my content on my phone. So
That's right. Yeah.
It makes sense for me to do it. But I'd rather have PC than consoles. Same. If I have to choose, I'd rather have my PC over having a PlayStation. Although I do have a PlayStation 4, and by I mean it's my little brother's, and he just doesn't use it, so it's in my room, and I use it. I mean, to be honest, this computer is his too. He built it, and he just has a better computer and donated this one to the cause. So, I get the hand-me-downs. I'm okay with it, though. The game's going well. I'm really enjoying the Harry Potter Lego games. I think it's a lot of fun. Apple is greater than Android. I agree. Don't tell that to my brother, though. Because he'll argue with you till he's blue in the face. I love my iPad. I wish Macs were better for gaming. That's the only thing. Like, they're not as good for, like, gaming and live streaming and stuff, but for everything else that I do, my Mac is perfect for, like, editing and everything. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. There's not, like, one is, like, completely better than the other, or not. What am I saying? One is not as ubiquitous. Yeah. Like, there's some things for Macs you can't do, and some things for Windows you can't do, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be nice if that weren't the case, but all right, let's go this way. Yeah, Grace, are you free tonight? Do you want to join us for some games and fun?
Nice.
It always sounds like I'm, like, trying to push drugs when I ask people that. Josh, do you have a PC?
Yes. I have a PC and a MacBook.
Josh, why have you never joined us for games?
No comment.
Josh! Do I need to, like... Oh my god.
You need to drive up to Virginia and, like, twist my arm.
I'm gonna have to. Listen, Josh, we need to get you on a game of Faz with me and Cooper. We need to get you in on one. It's gotta happen.
I'm just not good with, like, horror and, like, thriller games. I'm such a wuss. And then, like, anything with, like, blood and gore, I just can't.
Well, there's no blood and gore in Faz. So you don't have to worry about that. There are spooks, but you know you'll be with me and Cooper, so we got you.
Yeah, I just, I enjoy watching you guys play too. So, but maybe
I'm gonna work with Cooper, and we're gonna talk you into it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Only if you drive up here and twist my arm.
Okay.
And then just drive back down to Florida.
You know what? I'm getting my O2 sensors fixed on Tuesday. It's gonna cost me $900, but we're doing it. I'm also getting an oil change and a tire rotation and balance, so I'll be ready. I can drive up there. Gas prices are a little astronomical right now, but we can make it happen.
Again, we don't have to utilize Mongol transportation, so.
You did say drive up there. Do I need to get the car from the Weasleys? Is that?
That's all I was talking. I was talking about a flying car. What else I wasn't talking about?
Oh, okay. Of course. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah. We were talking about playing some Faz and some Don't Starve tonight, Grace.
Definitely don't have a problem not starving.
I don't know. Have you ever played Don't Starve? You might have a problem in that game. It's hard. It's hard. I like that they put that weird image on the diary. What was that?
Looks like Lucius and Draco wearing like wigs from like the 17th century or something.
Yes. Where are you driving?
Like those
I'll be driving
like
up
those...
to what are you considered Virginia?
Yeah, Virginia.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be driving up
So
to
I'm
Virginia.
I'm like Virginia as part of the DC area, yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever,
okay.
Pacific.
I know DC is like its own thing, so that's why I asked which one you're which one you're a part of. I love it up there though, by the way. I went to DC once when I was a kid. I got invited when I was 15 to the National Youth Leadership Conference that they do up there. And it was my first time like traveling like that by myself, and then it was also my first time in DC. Freaking loved it there. Loved it there.
You get to high five the president. That's a perk.
I did not.
Sorry, that's a hidden perk of living in the area.
You just get to high five the president. How many times? Is it like once a week, once a month, every morning? How does that work?
Maybe 9 3/4 of a high five.
That's awesome. No, we went to Congress and like got to sit in Congress's seats and pretend to do like a caucus and stuff, which was really cool.
I've actually yet to go inside the Capitol.
What?
I know. I haven't been in
And
the
you
Capitol
live
building or
there.
the White House. I know. I think it's that mindset, since you're local, like, you can, like, you don't really go because you're like, oh, I'm local. I can go anytime.
Yeah. I get that. Did they just do a conga line through this platform? That was amazing. Oh, that was amazing. You should definitely stop by. We did that, and we went to a bunch of the museums there. I had boba there for the first time when I was 15. So good.
It's good. It's Black Widow.
Black Widow is a new friend who came around Friday night. Was it Friday night? Or no, it was before Friday night. She did play with me Friday night. And she's learning how to play Faz. So we were talking
Natasha.
with her about Don't Starve.
Not Natasha Romanoff, but
No, not that Black Widow. I wish. That'd be amazing. Imagine if I just showed up and I'm like, yeah, this is my friend Natasha, guys. She's gonna play Don't Starve with us tonight. No big deal.
big deal.
You haven't met her yet, though, Grace. She's a sweetheart, though. Alright. Let's see if we can finish this chapter before we have to end stream. Probably not with as much running around as I do. I don't know why I feel the need to blow everything up, but I do. Oh no. I think that thing will eat me. That seems dangerous.
What could go wrong? It looks like a piranha plant from Mario.
Yeah. Or the thing from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah, that too.
I love Little Shop of Horrors. Believe it or not, my first time seeing that was on a school trip.
That's how everyone else had got to know the game, or got to know it on the bus when you're 15 years old.
Is that like the normal thing to do?
Yes, obviously.
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 Yeah, Grace, I know you're busy, but if you find yourself with some free time and you do want to hang out with us tonight, we're happy to have you always.
One of us. One of us.
Josh knows what's up. Now, I need you to chant that while you download Phasmophobia, okay?
You know what's funny? I just looked up Phasmophobia on Steam.
Did you really?
I just looked it up.
Heck yeah.
Oh. I also have, I don't remember how I downloaded it, but I also have this game called 7 Days to Die.
Oh my god, we play that sometimes. You should play with us.
I think I was meaning to play that with a friend, but we never got to play it.
It's a zombie survival game.
I think I watched you guys play it on Cooper's stream.
Yeah.
I think I did.
It's a fun game. Don't Starve is also a survival game, but it's like, it's got kind of like a Tim Burton-y art style.
Oh, okay.
Which
Gotcha.
I really like it. That's one of the reasons why I love the game so much. Is because I love the art. But it's also, it's a hard game to play. So.
Mm.
Oh my god!
Yeah, my first...
It just like ran over that student.
Rip.
Oh, he's okay.
Ripperoni.
Ripperoni and
I think my...
cheese.
Yes.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No, it's okay. I was just saying my first exposure to Don't Starve, I think Lynette played the game.
Oh, really?
On her prop play streams that she has each week. I think I remember I watched her play that game a little bit. I don't remember much about the game. So.
Oh, it's fun. I like it. It's challenging, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
Bless you.
Yeah, that was a sneeze. Despite the fact that every time I sneeze, most people think that I'm coughing. It was a sneeze. Or when I cough, people think I'm sneezing. That's what it is.
Yeah. A nice foolproof way, just asking, framing bless you in a question, just to be sure.
That's
Just to be
actually a really
sure.
smart idea.
But then if you keep doing it, then you're gonna start answering in a question, a form of a question.
Thank you, question mark? I don't know how I'm supposed to get those pieces. I don't know if I can. Well, shoot. We're not strong enough to pull the lever, so... Womp womp. But there's apparently something else that I'm supposed to do here because I can't go through that door yet. What do? I think it's pull that lever, but how? Maybe we need to finish the potion? What's the last piece? Oh, there it is. There's the last piece we need. For our strength potion. Now it makes sense. Don't mind me. Wow, Hermione's buff.
Whoa.
Whoa. Alright, buff Hermione, I need you to pull that. There you go. Beautiful.
Dream's like a few seconds ahead, so I'm like watching what's happening after you say what's happening. So I'm like, oh.
I'm streaming to Discord too. If you open it, you'll get a more timely stream.
Okay. I should do that.
It'd probably be a little more convenient for you.
Yeep. There we go.
I don't know how to help you guys. It won't let me target the mandrake. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor guy that's hanging from that precipice.
I know. Gonna have to find a way to rescue him. He's probably our student in peril for this round. Apparently that's not...
It's not Neville.
No, it's always a
Definitely-
different student.
It's definitely a Ravenclaw student, but
This thing looks like it belongs in Beauty and the Beast, not Harry Potter. Like the rose.
it's from a rose. Like the only song I know of Seal.
I think that's the only song anybody knows of Seal.
I know. Because the only way I knew about Seal, because he used to be married to Heidi Klum.
Did he really?
I think so.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, there you go. You learned something today. She used to be.
Fun facts with Josh.
Yes.
That's
Insert
crazy.
beam.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Let me check
mean-
the ever reliable source of Wikipedia.
Good for him, though. Heidi Klum is hot, so...
Yeah. Married from 2005 to 2014.
I had no
Hmm.
idea.
And she's 48.
Is
I
she?
am jealous. Yeah.
How is she
48.
still so gorgeous? That's like not even fair. I'm offended.
You know who looks really good for her age? The actress who plays Mary Jane in the Spider-Man movies.
How old is she?
She's like in her 50s.
Is she really?
Yeah, I was shocked.
What?
She is 57. It's crazy. Oh my gosh.
That's nutso. I had no idea.
I seriously thought she was like in her 30s, like for the longest time. It's crazy.
Dang. Yeah, she looks really young.
Anyways,
Apparently, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Nick, what am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, okay, I'm following you. Oh, we are supposed to go out here. Okay. Nick, you're so slow. Can you speed it up a bit?
you press the gas pedal.
Put the pedal to the metal, Nick. Come on, you're a ghost. It's not like you gotta worry about your lungs.
You don't have to worry about speed limits. You already did.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do? Arrest you?
Oh. Oh, they scream at you. Okay. Got it. Understood. Why do her... What is on the side of her earmuffs? Is that like a radio thing? What?
It's for Wi-Fi.
Oh, is that what it is? Got it. Got it. I hear Hogwarts has the best Wi-Fi in the wizarding world.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it because they don't have electricity.
I don't know, but it's magic, dude. Magic. There was a discussion that I was listening to not that long ago, and they brought up like, when did Hogwarts get plumbing, and what did the students do before Hogwarts got plumbing, and especially given that like plumbing is a Muggle invention, so like how did that work out? You know.
Very good question.
It is a good question, right? I think my biggest question would be, why didn't plumbing get invented sooner? Because Muggles should have been able to or wizards should have been able to figure that out, and like, you know, nudge some Muggles in the right direction so you aren't walking through the streets of old school England with, you know, rats and poop in your way. So
again, another good question.
And this is why I think we should break the statute of secrecy and Muggles should know about magic. We could help so many people.
Isn't that what Connie Pickering said?
That is. I don't agree with the way things were gone about, but I agree in letting Muggles know that magic is real. I'm on that team. But I think that there's a right and a wrong way to go about it. I'm guessing you would uphold the statute of secrecy.
I don't know. Like, I would feel like we should keep it. I'm usually all about keeping the status quo, but I could see the pros and cons of releasing it and not releasing it, you know? But...
Yeah. I understand the fear around releasing it, but I also feel like those manipulations happen regardless. So why not help people if you can help people? You know?
I don't know if it's a good analogy, but, you know, in the land of superheroes and Marvel and DC, I mean, well, actually, no, superheroes' identities aren't usually revealed. Well.
Their identities aren't, but people know they exist. If people knew their identity, that would put them in danger from the people who want to hurt them.
Right.
Stupid Malfoy. Can I get up there? I cannot.
I was going to say Harry Potter, like Draco Malfoy says.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I broke the game. I broke it.
2 hours later.
She's stuck there forever. Oh, there she goes. Okay. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do in here. Are we done? think like we usually get like a movie scene or a cut scene whenever we've done whatever we need to do. So I must. Oh, maybe I need to get that gold brick.
Or not.
How to get up there would be the question. No, okay, so I can't actually target it. Can I target these flowers? Yes, I can. Alright. I feel like I'm supposed to do something with this, but I'm not sure. Dang it, I hit the wrong button. Not quite sure what. I don't know.
Maybe you need to punch Draco in the face. Oh, that's
Okay.
Prisoner Azkaban. Never mind.
Draco would deserve it. Oh my god, did you watch the red carpet for the new movie?
I did. I watched bits and pieces of it.
Tom Felton was so
He was-
stinking cute. He was
He
so
was very
cute.
good. He was very good.
He was so happy, like, I think, to be hosting it. And, like, the way he was interviewing everybody, and then, like, how they kept turning the questions around on him and being like, well, you know the answer to that. And, like, his surprise, his constant surprise at, like, how the Harry Potter fandom is still as big as it is and continuing to grow. I think he said, like, 20 times, like, I just can't believe that, you know, there's such a big fandom still, or something along those lines. I was like, oh my god. And then the guy who plays Jacob, he was adorable. Talking about how he got his wand. Oh my god. I loved it. I loved every second of it. It was so good.
I'm a big Tina fan, so I liked seeing the actress for her
Yeah.
a lot. So, because she wasn't really seen in the trailers and stuff at all.
Well, I know she was sick, so I don't
Right.
know if that has anything to do with why we didn't see her as much in the trailers.
Maybe.
Because I feel she's got to be in the movie.
Oh, I love her.
She's awesome. She's definitely awesome. I liked when they asked her. Was it her that they asked? Or was it her sister? Oh, it was one of them. They asked one of them which Hogwarts house they would be in. And they turned around and looked at the person asking, and they were like, I went to Ilvermorny. I was like, dang!
I think it was the sister. I don't think they asked her.
Oh, okay. It must have been the
question.
sister. I knew they asked one of them, and like the response, I was just like, dang, that was good. That was good.
But
They just like didn't want to answer. I was like, I like it. I hope we get some kind of game centered around Ilvermorny at some point. I think that would be really cool.
yes.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just like jumping around. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. We're actually gonna head out anyway. What am I supposed to do?
Supposed to jump like 100 times and then spin around and then
You mean I haven't done that yet? Dang it.
up, down arrow, A, B.
Honestly. Well, thank you for hanging out with me, Josh. I appreciate it. It was fun chatting with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to come play Faz sometime. It's gonna happen.
All right, just let me know.
And if you do want to play with us tonight, if you end up wanting to get Don't Starve or something, you're more than welcome to join us as well. So
I think that's also the reason why I don't really play, because you know you guys play later at night, and it's like and you guys usually play on like on a school night. So, well, not school night, but
a work night. Yeah. Well, we'll plan a night when you're free to get you to play some Faz with us. It's gonna happen. I'll talk to Cooper. Maybe we can do. Do you prefer like a Friday or a Saturday? What do you prefer?
Doesn't matter. Usually Saturday nights work. Usually Saturday nights work better for me. I'm usually busy on Friday night.
Okay. Well, we'll plan a Saturday, and I'll get you in. It's gonna happen. I'll send you my Steam code so we can be friends on Steam.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I will see you here, same time, same place, next Sunday. Hopefully, we'll have some more updates to talk about then. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because so far we got nothing. Cross your fingers that we get something. Who knows what's going to happen between now and next Sunday. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, a wonderful week ahead. Stay safe, stay Genki, stay happy, and I'll see you later. Bye!